Hey, hello everybody. I'm Valerie. I hope you're having an awesome day. I'm making a video today about how to feel great. Yes. So, we've gone over some emotional, spiritual things. This one is all of that, but it's also on the physical plane as well. The reason that I'm making this video is because my alter ego that really digs sugar and not doing a morning routine and all that jazz kind of overstayed her welcome, and I started feeling crappy. I started feeling out of whack emotionally. I started feeling physically low energy, dude, really low energy. And the good thing is that when that alter ego comes to hang out, sometimes it takes me a while to stand up to her and to be like, okay, dude, thanks for visiting. That was fun for the first maybe week tops, and then it got old. It takes me a while to do that sometimes. But when I am ready to do it, I'm really ready to do it. Because I get to my breaking point of fuck this. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm feeling so good because I've only even been back into my routine for a few days, but it makes a difference instantly. And this is something that I didn't know all of these things in the past. It took me a few years of feeling when I was feeling really crappy. It took me a few years of just kind of stumbling my way along and finding what worked for me. So think of this like a recipe that I'm giving you, that obviously you're gonna tweak things to your own liking and to what works better for you. And this is just something to play around with. If you are starting out on this journey of wanting to feel better, of really being ready to take care of yourself more, this is a really good way to get started, because this is all about morning routine. And once you do this for a month, you're gonna feel badass about yourself. And just overall amazing. So, yeah. I'll write these things down as well, but okay. So, morning routine, super, super important. Why is this? Okay, you get out of bed in the morning, you have a bunch of things you gotta do, or you don't have a bunch of things you gotta do. Either way, when you do a morning routine, you're able to intentionally set the tone of your day instead of just defaulting to whatever it ends up being. You walk out your door and something happens to you and then you're like, fuck, that's my day. This is how it's going to go. No, you get to define it. You get to define your own day and how it's going to go. And having a morning routine is amazing for that. You get your body, your mind, your spirit, your everything all ready for the day, and you're ready to greet it, and it feels awesome. So a lot of things that I'm going to be talking about in here, routine-wise, are basically inspired from Ayurvedic practices. And if you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up. Read about it online. There's actually plenty more material than there probably ever has been about Ayurveda now online. And I highly, if you find an Ayurvedic practitioner who works for you, go for it. Because that's an invaluable thing to have in your life. So, so for me, getting up around 6 a.m. is amazing. It's early. It's also in the Ayurvedic schedule. This is time when the energies are high, and so your energy, if you get up at this time, is going to be boosted. And if you sleep in, and you're a certain body type, or certain, whatever type, you can actually lose energy via sleeping. This happens to me. I really, really, really feel this one. So getting up around 6 a.m. And then there's something called oil pulling that I love doing. It's for your oral dental health, but it actually affects the rest of your body's health as well. I oil pull with sesame oil, which is a traditional Ayurvedic way to do it. I just use a little teaspoon capful of the sesame oil, and you basically swish it around in your mouth for 15 to 20 minutes, taking breaks as needed. And it gets all of this like bacteria out. It's pretty amazing. When you do it for that amount of time, it's able to get a lot of stuff in the oil. Then you want to spit it out after that amount of time, and you don't want to spit it into a sink. No, because that is not good for your plumbing. So do it either into like the toilet or into, you know, whatever outside, I don't know. And while you're oil pulling, I think it's a really good time to do something like setting an intention for your day, you know, reading some inspirational book, you know, if you do a gratitude journal or start one, go for that. So after that 15 to 20 minutes is done, then I personally really like to do something to move my body. Because if you sit for too long, you're not going to want to get up and move, maybe, if you're like me. But it feels so good when you do. So my basic go-to is yoga and movement meditation, and you can choose whatever you like. But my biggest recommendation is a lot of people don't think that they have time for yoga, or they, you know, find like yoga routines online or on YouTube, and maybe they are half an hour or longer, and if you're just starting yoga, that can be a little intimidating. So I recommend looking up a video or learning how to do sun salutations, and then do a series of that. Do it for like 10 minutes. Do it for 5 minutes if you're starting out. You don't need to make it like some huge, seemingly insurmountable thing that you have to overcome. When you're getting into like a routine, I think it's actually really good to just kind of do almost like the outline of it, you know, like put in like the most basic amount of time when you're just starting it, and just to kind of like, I don't know, almost like start creating those indents and those grooves and like start carving out that time in your morning. But yeah, you're going to start feeling good, and you're going to start wanting to do more is really the thing. And so it's a good way to just kind of set the stage. So yeah, do some movement. Then one of my favorite things that I've learned is like if you're trying to not drink a lot of caffeine or coffee, which I mean I also recommend that. I feel really good when I'm not doing that. Because our bodies are really able to naturally get enough energy when we're just treating them right. You don't need to be reliant on a cup of coffee. If you're doing this morning routine, like you will notice like you don't need it. It's just kind of like a little treat sometimes. So you get hot water and you squeeze in some lemon juice, and if your digestion needs a little boost, then add some cayenne. Yeah. Sounds a little strange. I love this drink. Like, I love this morning drink. It really does help your digestion to get moving and alkalizes your body, and it's honestly, I actually crave it in the morning. So yeah, go ahead, just sip that. You know, do anything else that you want to do at this point, whether it's writing things down, having an expression journal, or whatever it may be, you know, setting the tone for your day, writing your goals or your plans for your day, whatever it may be. Then, as far as a meditation goes, I do a really simple, after I do yoga, I also do alternate nostril breathing, which is supposed to balance out the two different hemispheres of your body, and the masculine, feminine, all of that. So that's really quick, really easy, really quick. And then I love to do a rooting and grounding meditation, and I can post a separate video on that, but go ahead and just search for that and see what you come up with. I think it's really important to root and to ground in this physical reality, tune into your body instead of trying to escape it. You will learn a lot about yourself and connect to some really awesome things by doing that. Yeah, and just set an intention for your day, and you're probably going to be feeling super awesome and like full of energy by that point. I am energetically so different when I'm doing this versus when I'm not doing this. Like, I can't begin to describe to you how different I feel. And I just want to note that I think we have this preoccupation with thinking about getting our energy from things like stimulants, like coffee, and then also just like food. We overeat it. We actually lose energy over this, and sleep. And those are all great, but there are so many other ways to gain energy and also to shed heavy energy, which is another really awesome way. That's why I love the grounding meditation. I will share a video. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have had really, like, when I see, like, I've got all this hair. Okay, anyway, when I don't feel good, my body image really suffers. I'm honestly still bouncing out of that. That's the one thing about making videos. It's really strange. It's like if you're not feeling great about yourself and then you make a video and like you're looking at yourself the whole time you're making the video, kind of like throws your mojo off a little bit. You're like, oh, this hair, like I just need to do something with that and blah, 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 whatever. But it's all good, this is all part of the process. And I kind of like just being transparent and saying that shit sometimes. It feels good. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, so look up some different Ayurvedic techniques. Take really good care of yourself in the morning, and you will just kind of notice that you want to take good care of yourself more throughout the day. You're setting that tone. It feels good. You want to continue it. As far as the food thing goes, like, you guys know the drill, right? Like, just eat. I think focus more on the foods that you're adding in than on the foods that you're taking out. I used to also drink a lot of wine. I just loved red wine, and it used to be really difficult for me to think about going for like a month without having it. That's really easy for me now, and my body feels a lot better not having it all the time. Again, you may be different, but cutting down on like the processed sugar, alcohol, and like just heavy food makes a massive difference. That's my morning routine when I'm in my flow and feeling good. I'm feeling great, I'm feeling full of energy, and I hope that you all watching this can find that within yourselves as well. Thank you. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day.